Most men over 60 don't talk about it, not with their doctor, not with their wife, not even with their closest friends. But late at night, in the quiet of a dark room, the same question echoes inside. Is this hurting me or helping me? You see, there's a habit, simple, private, and deeply human, that millions of aging men still engage in: masturbation, not out of addiction or impulse, but for relief, for comfort, for sleep, for that last thread of control over a body that's slowly changing. But here's what most men don't know. Daily masturbation after 60 isn't harmless. And it isn't harmful either. It's something more nuanced, more powerful, more revealing. Because what happens to your prostate depends not just on the act, but on your intent, your timing, your state of health, and most of all, your relationship with your own body. I've seen it in my clinic. Some men feel more drained, experience pelvic congestion, and even increased nighttime urination after daily release. Others, they feel lighter, calmer, more regulated. So what's the truth? The truth is this: your prostate isn't just a gland, it's a barometer, a quiet witness to how you're treating yourself, how you're managing stress, how you're connecting or disconnecting from your deeper masculine rhythm. This is the conversation most never have. But you deserve it, because this hidden habit is quietly changing your prostate, for better or for worse. And the difference lies in one thing: how consciously you approach it. Let's go deeper. Let's explore the shame, the science, the healing ritual, and the powerful masculine energy waiting to return. This might just be the most important conversation you've never had, but today it begins. You don't talk about it, not with your doctor, not with your partner, not even with your closest friend, but you feel it. The way your body responds, slower now, erections that don't rise with the same confidence, a sensation you can't quite name, somewhere between pressure and emptiness after release, a subtle discomfort in your pelvis that lingers a little too long. You tell yourself it's just aging, that everyone your age is probably going through the same thing. But deep down, there's a quiet worry. Is it my prostate? Is something wrong with me? Am I overdoing it or not doing it enough? These thoughts don't come in loud, dramatic waves. No, they arrive in the silent moments. After a solo release, in the dark, when you get up for the third time to urinate, when you look in the mirror and wonder how much of the man you once were is still in there. Here's what I want you to know: you're not alone. Behind closed doors, millions of men your age are carrying this same confusion. Many feel embarrassed, ashamed, even broken. But you are not broken. You're living in a body that's aging, yes, but also adapting, changing, speaking to you in new ways. And while these signs can feel unsettling, they're not a death sentence for your manhood. They're a signal, one worth listening to. Because what you do now, how you respond to these changes, will shape how you feel in the years to come. This chapter of your life isn't the end of your vitality. It's the beginning of a deeper kind of wisdom, one that doesn't chase youth, but honors truth. And truth begins with awareness. So let's begin there. Let's talk about what no one else will. Let's explore the connection between daily habits and your prostate health. Because when you understand the why, you can finally reclaim the how. And the man inside you, strong, grounded, fully alive, can rise again. There's a silence in the room that no one dares to break. Not at the doctor's office, not at dinner with old friends, not even in the quiet of your own thoughts. But it lingers. That uncomfortable question: am I doing something wrong by touching myself? You wouldn't be alone in wondering, because for many men over 60, pleasure has become a complicated thing. Once it was effortless. Your body responded with fire. Your desire felt natural, bold, even proud. But now, you're not quite sure where that line between self-care and self-harm lies. You reach for yourself out of habit or loneliness or to fall asleep after another restless night. And afterward, you don't always feel relief. Sometimes you feel a twinge of guilt. Not because the act is wrong, but because the story you've told yourself about it is. You wonder if this is a substitute for intimacy, if it's a sign of disconnection, if you're trying to revive something that's already fading. And here's the unspoken truth. Many men in their 60s and 70s feel this same quiet ache, not from the body, but from the soul, the part that still longs to be desired, to feel masculine, to be seen, not just by a partner, but by yourself. Masturbation becomes not just an act, but a mirror. And in that mirror, you might see shame, regret, or grief for what you've lost, for what intimacy used to mean, for how manhood now feels tied to something you're not sure you can hold on to. But the truth is, this habit isn't the problem. The silence around it is. As a men's health doctor, I want you to hear this. Your body is not betraying you. It's asking for a new kind of relationship. After 60, your prostate becomes more sensitive. Your hormone levels shift. Circulation slows. The old autopilot methods no longer serve you. If you approach this act with guilt, shame, or numb repetition, your body will respond with inflammation, fatigue, or subtle warning signs. But when approached with care, with presence, moderation, and understanding, even solo pleasure can support healthy circulation, reduce stress, and release pent-up tension from the pelvic floor. The difference is awareness, not just of frequency, but of feeling, not just of arousal, but of intention, because your prostate isn't asking for abstinence, it's asking for respect. Respect for your rhythm, respect for your rest, respect for your energy as it shifts. You see, too much release can leave you drained, especially if your nutrition, sleep, and hydration aren't supporting your recovery. Daily masturbation without replenishment becomes like drawing from a dry well. But when combined with zinc-rich foods, prostate-supporting herbs, hydration, and breath work, even that same act can become a circulatory booster, a tension reliever, a gentle recalibration. The choice isn't between abstinence or addiction. The real power lies in sacred moderation, where you know your body well enough to say, today, I need connection, not release. Or, today, I honor this energy, not expend it. Or even, today, I choose this moment as a ritual of self-respect, not a quick escape from boredom or stress. That's the real healing, and your prostate, it will thank you in silence with better flow, fewer nighttime trips, and a calm sense of strength that returns to your core. So here's what I invite you to remember, brother. Your masculinity isn't fading, it's refining. The desire, the urge, the longing, they're still part of you. But now you have the chance to approach them with depth. Not as a teenager chasing impulse, but as an elder choosing intention. Touch can be sacred, release can be conscious, your sexuality can evolve, and it should. Because the most powerful men I've met after 60 aren't the ones chasing performance, they're the ones cultivating presence. I once treated a 72-year-old man who came in ashamed. He said, "Doc, I think I'm broken. I don't feel desire like I used to." But as we spoke, I realized he wasn't broken, he was awakening. His body wasn't begging for quick release, it was longing for connection, for rhythm, for breath, for meaning. And when we shifted his mindset, added a few herbal supports, corrected his zinc levels, taught him about pelvic floor relaxation, his vitality returned, not as a spike of lust, but as a steady current of confidence. He stopped chasing erections and started reclaiming his energy. You can too. Your prostate is listening to how you treat yourself, to whether your touch comes from stress or from self-worth. This is why I say, one daily choice can either nourish your prostate or silently inflame it. If you touch yourself in shame, your nervous system absorbs that. If you rush, your circulation constricts. But if you pause, breathe, engage your senses, and listen to your body, even solo pleasure becomes medicine. Not medicine from a bottle, but from within. And you are still potent, not just in the bedroom, but in the quiet strength you carry. So take this truth with you. Masturbation isn't the enemy. Disconnection is. Touch yourself the way you wish to be touched by life, with care, with reverence, with rhythm, and your prostate and your peace will follow.